Hello, folks. Tony Howard here, and I am here to tell you about our upcoming summit at freshvoicesinastrology.com on August 3rd and 4th. And to celebrate the launch of the next Fresh Voices, we're calling it 2.0 summit, I have one of our great speakers. We have a whole new lineup of 12 new speakers for you, including Theo Naicker, and he's joining us from South Africa. So thanks for joining me today, Theodore.
Thanks, Tony. Looking forward to the summit.
Awesome. It's great to have you here. So I thought we could just start by having you tell folks a little bit about your presentation, which is called Decoding Jupiter and Saturn Return Charts. So what will you be sharing with people in your presentation?
Well, because I'm working with cycles of the planets a lot, as an astrologer practicing, you're always keeping them in the back of your mind. And most people are familiar with, Jupiter returns and especially Saturn returns. But what I found is, because these are the two planets that really represent changing cycles for the world, traditionally speaking, with their conjunction and great cycles and great mutations, they also represent, surprisingly, very important changes or development and cycles of responsibility and accountability and actualization for the individual as well. So this talk is looking at how to interpret the Jupiter return chart versus how do you interpret the Saturn return chart, because the interpretation is slightly different between the two, and also how to use them for timing of transits and as contextual reference for any kind of direction that we're using subsequently.
Beautiful. That sounds great. I was just talking about personal accountability with someone else earlier this morning, so we're right on time. So for folks who don't know, haven't met you before or don't know much about your practice, can you tell folks a little bit about your approach to astrology?
Yes, so I'm a bit of a jack of all trades. I have studied Persian medieval astrology. That's the first qualification that I had, the Robert Zoller School. And then I further enhanced that with a lot of traditional principles of mundane astrolocality, synastry, and other forms, perfections, traditional astrology basis, basically. And then I moved on to Vedic astrology, which is another big ocean, which I'm currently swimming in, keeping afloat. So my practice centers around a simultaneous use of both of them, as they are inherent in their own way and have their own specialities. So naturally, one of the things I am gaga about doing is rectification, because rectifying a chart in both systems really is just more rigorous, I feel. So I do that for clients as well as other astrologers and their clients. But my consultations basically cover both Western and Vedic views. So yeah, that's my background. That's what I'm currently doing. And yeah, my background is in engineering otherwise. So I'm trained as a scientist. So that sort of approach is how I approach astrology as well, because I believe it can also be presented as a science of the self.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. And if you would like to check out Theodore's talk, tune in Sunday, August 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. He's going to be joining us live from South Africa. So really excited to have you present. And thanks so much for taking time out to join us. And if you would like to tune into the summit, folks, it's important to know that it is free to sign up. So it's free. The summit's free for 2 days. So while it's being presented live, each talk will be available to watch and to watch the replay for 24 hours after it's broadcast. So for a total of 48 hours, you'll be able to watch the summit. And just head over to freshvoicesinastrology.com/summit to sign up. And if you can't make that weekend, no worries. We have an all-access pass you can get where you can own all of the recordings as well. And you can watch those whenever you want. You get lifetime access to those. So tune in at freshvoicesinastrology.com, and we hope to see you there soon. And thanks again, Theodore.
Thanks, Tony. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.